We are going to know about APAAR, APAAR. APAAR stands for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry, and it is a unique 12-digit digital ID for students in India. So it is an automated permanent academic account registry, which is unique 12-digit digital ID for students in India. It serves as a lifelong academic passport, storing and managing all a students' academic records, including degrees, diplomas, certificates, and co-curricular achievements. The APAR is part of the government's One Nation, One Student ID program. It aims to streamline the educational system and facilitate easier transition between institutions. School and colleges will assign each student an APAR ID, which will be linked to the Aadhaar ID and stored in the DigiLocker. While the government initially stated the APAR ID was voluntary, optional, there have been reports that some institutions like the CBSE have encouraged schools to achieve 100% saturation with APAR IDs, leading to concern about potential mandatory enrollment. Purpose to provide a APAR ID, it is the purpose is to provide a comprehensive and digital record of a student's academic journey from primary school to higher education. There are many benefits of having a PAR ID. First one is simplified record, seamless transition, enhance accountability, improve data management. So student can easily access and manage their academic credential online, reducing the need for physical copies. Institution can quickly verify a student's academic records, facilitating easier transfers between schools and in universities. The APAR ID helps track student progress and maintain a transparent record of their achievements, promoting fair and equitable practices. The system helps to streamline data collection and analysis for policymaker and educational institution. The center and several state governments are pushing for large-scale adoption of APAR ID, leading to concern over privacy, data security, and its voluntary status. About APAR ID, APAR stands for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry, a unique 12-digit student identification number. It consolidates all academic records, making them accessible via DigiLocker under the One Nation, One Student ID initiative. So it is launched by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. It is introduced under National Education Policy NAP 2020 and the National Credit and Qualification Framework NCRF. Recently, the National Conference on APAR, One Nation, One Student ID card, was held in New Delhi. Vital interconnection between APAR IDs, the Academic Bank of Credit, and DigiLocker, facilitating streamlined operation, was also highlighted in the event. APAR, an acronym for Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry, is a specialized identification system which is designed for all students in India, beginning from an early age. It is introduced in accordance with NAP 2020 and National Credit and Qualification Framework NCRF. Its registration for an APAR ID is voluntary, is optional, not mandatory. It is part of the NAP 2020 to streamline student records. The initiative is based on the One Nation, One Student ID concept. It is linked to Aadhaar and stored in DigiLocker for easy access. APAR is generated through Unified District Information System for Education Plus, UDICE Plus. Aim to streamline academic record keeping. The aim of having APAAR ID is to streamline academic record keeping and facilitate seamless student transition between different institutions. It promotes multiple entry and exit system, track academic and co-curricular achievements, and it enables transparent educational data management. Key features of students are having APAAR ID, permanent academic record stored on DigiLocker. The students are having permanent academic record, which is stored on DigiLocker. It covers the school and higher education students across India. It is generated through the UDICE Plus portal with Aadhaar linkage and parental consent for minors. So schools play a key role in verifying student data and assisting in the generation of the ID. Who are covered? All school and higher education students in India, both from government and private institution. It is mandatory Aadhaar authentication and parental consents for minors. So if a student if a school is creating a par id for minor students, the parent consent is required. Is it mandatory? It is officially voluntary, it is officially optional, but state government like Uttar Pradesh and authorities CBSE are pushing for 100% adoption, causing confusion. Parents can opt out by submitting written consent, especially for minors. Advantages of having a APAAR ID. APAAR ID, it has seamless transfer, academic transparency, career support, permanent storage, tracking progress. So it helps the student to move across institution with verified academic records. Example, Karnataka government highlights easier academic transition across 74,200 schools. It has academic transparency. It showcases both curricular and co-curricular achievements on a single platform. It supports career. It facilitates job application, skilling, and higher education admissions. It safeguards records in DigiLocker, reducing dependency on hard paper on paper certificates. So it has permanent storage. It is help in tracking progress. It enables policymaker to assess educational outcomes across regions. Objectives of APAAR ID, it aims to streamline and enhance the academic experience for students throughout India by assigning a unique and permanent 12-digit ID for each student, consolidating their academic records into a single accessible platform. It is emphasized as not only a vital tool for tracking the educational progress of 260 million students in India, but also as an aspiration and globally recognized documents for students. It accumulates and stores data as academic achievement in a central database. It facilitates seamless transfer between institutions. It provides standardized digital records for mark sheet and institutional affiliation. It helps in education policy making and analysis. So there are many benefits of having a APAAR ID. APAAR ensures accountability and transparency in education by tracking student progress and streamlining academic records. The next benefit is it enhances efficiency, combats fraud, and includes co-curricular achievements for holistic student development. With multiple use cases, APAAR facilitates a smooth transfer process and supports data-driven decision-making in educational institution. It also enables students to easily share their academic records for enhanced access to employment. So is APAAR mandatory? Officially, APAAR is voluntary. Officially, APAAR is optional as per government documents. However, CBSE and certain state government, example, Uttar Pradesh, are pushing for 100% student enrollment. Many parents are not explicitly informed about the voluntary nature of the program. Parliament confirmed in December 2024 that APAAR registration is not legally mandated. Significance of APAAR ID, it is having a lifetime academic record. It is easy for sharing and transfer. It is a part of India's digital ecosystem and it helps in smoother scholarship and admission. A lifetime academic record, APAAR creates a digitally vault for students, storing all their mark sheets, degrees, and certificates in one place, ensuring easy access whenever needed. It is easy for sharing and transfers, no more running around for transcripts. Students can seamlessly share their academic records with schools, college, and employees without paperwork hassles. It is a part of India's digital ecosystem. APAAR connects with existing education database like UDICE Plus, helping improve how student data is managed and used for better governance. Smoother scholarship and admission, whether applying for a scholarship, getting into college, or proving qualification for a job, APAR makes the process faster, easier, and more transparent. So, when a student is going for a scholarship, getting into college, or proving qualification for a job, APAR makes the process faster, easier, and more transparent. There are few limitations and challenges for if creating a APAR ID. The challenges are privacy concern, confusion over voluntariness, technical glitches, and legal uncertainty. Privacy concern, lack of clear safeguards, and raises concern about children's data being misused or maybe leaked also. Example, Internet Freedom Foundation flagged risk of open APIs exposing children's data. API is application program interface exposing children's data. Confusion over voluntariness, mixed communication from schools and state circular creates uncertainty. Technical glitches, challenges in linking Aadhaar to SATs and mismatch in student data. Example, Bengaluru Urban South record only 24% APAAR ID generation due to data mismatch issues. So there may be a mismatch of data as well. Legal uncertainty, large scale collection of minors data without a robust legal framework is considered unconstitutional. About the APAAR ID, it is having a clear communication. The advantages also, legal safeguard also, capacity building also, decentralized monitoring. So about the APAAR ID, there are some benefit again. Government must emphasize the voluntary nature and inform parents transparently. Strong data privacy and protection mechanism must be embedded. Capacity buildings, the train school official and digital outreach teams to handle consent verification and data linkage smoothly. Decentralized monitoring, states should report regular progress and address public grievances through dedicated helplines. So there should be a clear communication, legal safeguards, capacity building, decentralized monitoring for APAAR ID. So the APAAR initiative has a potential to transform student record management and aid academic transition. However, privacy concern, legal ambiguity, legal confusion, and implementation gaps need urgent attention. Clear policy, communication, and robust safeguards are essential to build trust among parents and stakeholders. What is the Academic Bank of Credits and DigiLocker? Academic Bank of Credit, as per NAP 2020, the Academic Bank of Credits ABC has been envisaged to facilitate the academic mobility of students with the freedom to study across the education institution in the country with an appropriate credit transfer mechanism from one program to another. If a student changes a school, whether within the state or to another state, all their data in the academic bank of credits gets transferred to his or her new school just by sharing the APAAR ID. This is a big benefit if the student is having the APAAR ID. DigiLocker, it is a cloud-based platform that allows user to store, issue, and verify documents and certificates digitally. So what is DigiLocker? DigiLocker is a cloud-based platform. Cloud-based platform is a system of infrastructure and software that delivers cloud services, often referred to as a cloud computing. It is a system of remote services that provide on-demand access to computing resources like storage, processing power, and application over the internet. So example are Google Cloud Platform, Amazon Web Services. These are. So DigiLocker is also one of cloud-based platforms that allows user to store, issue, and verify documents and certificates digitally. It is a flagship initiative of Ministry of Electronics and IT under Digital India program. The issued documents in DigiLocker system are deemed to be at par with the original physical document as per Rule 9A of the Information Technology rules in the year 2016. So, Academic Bank of Credits introduced under National Education Policy 2020 for credit transfer across different institutions across different states. Student credits are stored digitally and linked to APAAR ID. DigiLocker is a cloud-based platform for storing and verifying educational certificates recognized as legally valid under IT rules 2016. So these are the PYQ which is asked in the UPSC exam in the previous PYQ. APAAR ID FAQs frequently asked question, what is APAAR ID? APAAR ID is a unique academic identifier introduced by the Government of India to track a student educational journey from school to higher education. Who is eligible for an APAAR ID? All students enrolled in Indian educational institution from school to university level are eligible for an APAAR ID. How can apply for an APAAR ID? Student can apply through their respective schools, colleges, or universities. The process is usually facilitated by the institution and linked to the DigiLocker system. Is APAAR ID mandatory? While not mandatory, APAAR ID is recommended as it helps maintain a digital record of academic achievements and supports various government education initiatives. Can parents opt out? Yes, parent can opt out by submitting a written request to schools. The Software Freedom Law Center has provided an opt-out template. So there is a bumpy ride of APAAR ID in Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. Bumpy ride means it refers to a journey or experience that is difficult, unpleasant, or fraught with challenges and obstacles. So there is a challenges and obstacles of APAAR ID in Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. The rollout of the APAAR ID in Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka was meant to streamline student records, but instead it is causing a fair bit of chaos. Here is what is that chaos? Are school under pressure, parents cornered, and minority institution feeling the heat. So school under pressure, the 100% enrollment rates, education authorities have set sky high targets. Every single student must be enrolled, no exception. The schools are being rushed to meet these deadlines, making the process feel more like a race to fill numbers rather than a well-planned initiative. In Uttar Pradesh, administrators are scrambling, confusing, struggling to comply, feeling blacklist if they fall short. Parents cornered, no APAAR, no benefits, threats. In Karnataka, some schools are telling parents that their children might lose access to government benefits or even face roadblocks in future education if they don't register. This has left many parents worried. Is this an option or an ultimatum? Third one is the minority institution feeling the heat. Religious minority school and their administrators are under heightened scrutiny. In Uttar Pradesh, authorities are cross-checking APAAR data with existing school records, raising concern about bias and administrative overreach. Schools are now stuck between government mandates and the trust of their communities. So these are the bumpy ride of APAAR ID in Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. So these are the challenges and obstacles faced in Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka. APAAR had a digital leap or privacy gap. So while APAAR promises to simplify students' record and integrate them into India's digital education system, it also raises serious concern. Without a strong legal framework, issues like data privacy, consent, and security remain unclear. Critics argue that what seems like a step towards efficiency might actually lead to forced enrollment, exclusion risk, and increased bureaucratic control. Is it truly for students' benefit or does it bring more challenges than solution? The following table breaks down the key issues surrounding the APAAR ID. So these are the key issues surrounding the APAAR ID. Issues are accountability and transparency, lawful data processing, adaptability to new technologies, national security versus individual rights. So these are the key issues. Why it is a concern and example. Accountability and transparency. Why it is a concern? No legal oversight makes data use opaque and vulnerable to misuse. Without independent supervision, transparency is hard to ensure. Example, Germany regulates student data under GDPR, but India lacks similar safeguards for APAAR. Lawful data processing, why it is a concern? No dedicated data protection law means student information could be misused or could be leaked. So Aadhaar integration raises surveillance risk. Example, in 2018, Aadhaar data leaks exposed millions of personal records, showing risk of weak data protection. So there is a weak data protection. So issues raises about the lawful data processing. So, now again the issue raises that adaptability to new technology. While APAAR integrates with the digital platforms like UDIS Plus, it lacks safeguards against artificial intelligence driven profiling or misuse of student data. So example is AI based student tracking in China raise concern about excessive surveillance and profiling of children. Issues might arise, and it arise also national security versus individual rights. The issues are mandatory linking with Aadhaar may violate privacy rights or as ruled in past Supreme Court judgments. So example, in the year 2017, the Supreme Court ruled Aadhaar cannot be forced for school admission. APAAR risks similar legal challenges. It is seen in the Puttaswamy case also. So with growing public pushback and legal uncertainties, the APAAR ID needs stronger safeguards, clearer policies, and true voluntariness to prevent it from becoming another digital surveillance tool rather than an educational enabler. APAAR ID has a potential, yes, APAAR ID has the potential to revolutionize academic record management, but it is implementation without a robust legal framework, risk privacy violation. So it has the potential to revolutionize academic record management, but its implementation without a robust legal framework risk privacy violation, exclusion, and governance inefficiencies. Strong data protection laws, independent oversight, and clear consent mechanism are essential to balance efficiency with individual rights. So, robust legal framework, risk privacy violation, exclusion, governance inefficiency are to be taken care for APAAR ID. There are few controversy about the APAAR ID and about the other digital platform also. What are the objective of the measure, reason for controversy, and outcome? So Aadhaar, UIDAI, Aadhaar, Unique Identification Authority of India. Objective of the measure, unique biometric base for targeted delivery of subsidies and services. Reason for controversy, why Aadhaar, UIDAI, Unique Identification Authority of India. Reason for controversy, privacy concern, same. There is a privacy concern, potential surveillance, data breaches, exclusion of marginalized communities. So what are the outcomes? Supreme Court upheld Aadhaar but restricted private sector use, mandated data protection norms. Second one is about the controversy about the DigiLocker. DigiLocker, digital storage for official documents to reduce paperwork and fraud. Reason for controversy, that same data security concern, limited awareness, fear of hacking. There may be a chance that DigiLocker may be hacked by someone. So outcome is widely adopted, but security enhancement must be introduced. Next controversy about the Arogya Setu. Arogya Setu, contact tracing and health tracking during COVID-19. It is the objective. Contact tracing and health tracking during COVID-19. Reason for controversy, lack of transparency, concern over mass surveillance. Outcome, government later made it open source to address concerns. COVID portal. It is also in one portal. There is a controversy. And what is the objective of the measure? COVID portal, digital vaccination record keeping and management. Reason for controversy, data leaks, same data leaks, exposing citizen personal information. Outcome, government denied major breach, security protocol strengthened. Controversy again about the National Digital Health ID and NDHM, creating a unified digital health record system for individuals. Reason for controversy, fear of medical data misuse, lack of clear in consent. Outcome, implementation slowed, stronger privacy measure introduced. Now, next controversy is the National Intelligence Grid, NATGR, National Intelligence Grid, NAT Grid. Intelligence integrated intelligence sharing for counter-terrorism efforts. Reason for controversy, it concern over mass surveillance and privacy invasion. So outcome, gradual implementation oversight mechanism proposed. So these are the controversy of different types of digital platforms. Conclusion, APAAR ID to be concluded, APAAR ID represent a promising leap towards digital public infrastructure for education, aligning with India's broader digital transformation under Digital India Bharat Stack and NAP 2020. However, as seen in the experience, with Aadhaar, technological infrastructure must not outpace legal safeguards. India has a rare opportunity to build a student-centric, privacy-respecting, and globally interoperable academic identity system. But without robust safeguards, consent architecture, and public debate, risk turning a digital revolution into a digital surveillance stage.